Hi, welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. We're going to have a look at the PD cylinder. This is a commercial grade PD cylinder. These are generally found in lever locks or handle locks. Most of the time this is the cylinder that's coming out of them. It's a very common cylinder and it's called a PD cylinder. What we're going to do for this video is we're going to show you how to change it. First of all, you need to open the lock. You've got two methods. You can use lock picking or you could use shimming, or you could use the existing key. Because we don't have the existing key, lock shimming or lock picking is a better option. Because we don't show you how to lock pick, and this particular cylinder is already picked, as you can see it's upside down, we're just simply going to go straight into changing it. So first things first, you have a look at the back of the lock. You'll see a little tiny pin on the back. I'll just use the pick gun needle to depress that. So I'll try and do it this way so you can see. Depress the pin, rotate the cap anti-clockwise, unscrewing it until you can remove the tail piece. That's the tail piece there. You can see it's got two positions, one for lever handles, one for knob sets, depending on whether or not it goes this way or it goes this way. It either goes vertically or left to right. This is the pin on the back of the lock, very important not to lose it. So removing the pin, removing the spring, both of which are very hard to get if you lose them. Now we're going to use our follower. We're going to follow through. Okay, and we've removed our plug from our housing, keeping all the top pins of course loaded up. Now what we're going to do is we want to set it to this key here, and just to show you, these are the current pins inside the lock. Oh, almost lost one. These are the current pins inside the lock. This is what determines the shape of the key. So if I wanted to, I could cut a key to rectify that shape so that these pins could be reused. But for this example, we're not going to. I'm just going to tip all them out. Also, new fresh pins are always better. As the key gets used and worn, these little tiny pins wear down. They create a divot on the end, which then makes the key not to the right specifications. And of course your keys stop working and your lock starts giving you problems. So we've got our new fresh keys here, Brava keys. Brava's a great brand, and we're going to start to pin it up. Making sure these keys do fit. They should. Something seems to be wrong with those keys there. I'll just grab a fresh set. Something definitely wrong with those keys there. There's always an abundance of keys. Okay, here's another one. That's not a good key either. Okay, so I'm going to try another set of Brava keys to see if it's a problem with the lock cylinder or the keys. Okay, and those keys slide in there perfectly. So obviously those other keys had some sort of problem. We can go into that in another video. Alright, so here's our fresh keys now, completely different shape, and we're just going to start to pin these up. Using the right size pins. Dropped one extra there. Go big on that one. Okay, so there you have it. All the pins are flush, they're all lined up. Going to replace it back into the housing now. Turn it to the 12 o'clock position where the top pins engage it, and our key works fine. Here's a little trick loading the cylinder back up. First of all, you take your spring, you put it back in there. If it is a simple round knob, this part here will be going left to right. If it is a lever handle where the lever goes left to right, you would put this vertically. Okay, the way I like to do it is I like to put the pin in there. Using this part here, I will hold it, depressing the pin, pushing down and rotating the cap in a clockwise direction until it is screwed back on. You want to do it up tight, back it off one notch, using the pick gun needle again. I'll bring the top plate back around, exposing my pin. Now I've got two choices. I can do left or right or vertically. So by rotating this and holding that, I've now clicked it into position. The pin pops back out. Test it as hard as you can. Make sure the pin's not going to go flying through or pop out on an angle or anything like that. Put your key in, turn it left to right, and the lock cylinder works. This would be activating the lock. The lock would be sitting there, and your locking and unlocking button would be on the back. Okay, if you can't get the key out, this is not tight enough. If you can't get the key in, this is too tight. So there is a fine line of where it's actually in the perfect spot. Once again, left to right for a knob set, vertical for a lever set, and make sure that is on tight. Using another key now, blank key, no good. Those keys don't fit. Using just a standard type of key, no action. Using just another cut key, no action. So the only keys that will work, which are suited to this lock, is these keys now. And there you have a pinned up PD cylinder. If you need your locks changed, please call us. Done professionally is always easier than trying to do these things yourself. We also make sure that your lock has maximum security rather than you doing it yourself and just guessing. So our locksmiths work in the Sydney area. If you'd like further information on our locksmith service, please email. If you're interested in changing your locks, good luck. We don't provide advice. All we do is do these videos, and these videos give you enough information. Thank you for watching.